So, Podcast and Chill with McG has been named the most streamed podcast in Africa, even if he hasn't apologized to Minnie Dlamini for those damning things he said about her vagina, allegedly. Let's get into it. Hi, guys, my name is Asanda Kati, and welcome to my YouTube channel where I give you my opinions and takes on trending topics happening globally. It's just come to my attention that the McG podcast has been awarded with the most streamed podcast in South Africa, plaque on Spotify, and that doesn't surprise me because McG has created a revolution. He had a strategy. He put in the work, put in the hours, and for that we always respect him and we love his content. He has a very innovative way of broadcasting, and it's a really nice podcast. Very unserious but also very on trend in the sense which they always report about things trending and things that watchers can actually relate to. And having Saul and the Ghost Lady having different perspectives to the podcast makes it even more interesting because many of us feel like we're being represented one way or the other. Um, and although I'm super duper excited for them, I still feel like Mechi should apologize to Minnie Dlamini for all of the damning things he said about her. As a woman, as a man, I don't think any man should be talking about a woman's genitals, especially if he's never seen it, touched it, or even smelt it. Because as far as I know, those two don't get along. So when he speaks negatively about her body and like genitals, it's getting weird. And also, I don't understand what Minnie Dlamini did so much to make G. Like, that case where the punishment doesn't fit the crime, in the sense that, yes, Minnie Dlamini said that all McG need to be cancelled because they were speaking, the way they speak about women tends to be quite degrading, allegedly. And that's true. That was during the time when YouTube went to the podcast and they were speaking about Amanda DuPont and Kelly Kumalo. And he was just detailing the fact that he can't believe he left Amanda for Kelly, and Kelly was allegedly using something to make him fall for her and things of that nature. And then Amanda was very angry, because she was being objectified the whole show. And basically was this accused Jub of rape, right? Because they were dating. And in the past, Amanda DuPont had said Uguti, there was a rapper who was her boyfriend in her early 20s that raped her. They were living together in an apartment. And when you track back to a relationship, it was on Drum Magazine. There was an issue that was issued out where they were in public with their relationship, and indeed at that time Jub and Amanda were allegedly together. But that was like 2 to 3 years before Jub basically went to jail for ukushayisa iy'ngane ey'ningi, multiple kids emgaqweni on a street racing contest. He was on a, I'm saying, like, he was street racing, the kids were passing, he was street racing around a school, I believe, and then the kids were passing and then he killed those kids. I believe it was 7 allegedly. So yeah, like we can all conclude ukuthi uyahlupha umuntu ohluphayo. And uMcG got so angry ukuthi Umini basically said ukuthi the podcast needs to be cancelled. And for me, it's like Umini was just standing up for a fellow girl because she was being objectified by her rapist, by her alleged rapist. So there needs to come to a point where you as McG stop making everything about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop making things about yourself. And ever since then, he's had a personal vendetta against Minnie. He's been bullying her, saying mad things about her on the podcast, to the point where he even said her vagina stinks, allegedly. And Minnie then submitted a lawsuit against him, I believe of 20 million, if I'm not mistaken, but yama million. And ever since then, he hasn't said anything about Minnie, but it's alleged that the lawsuit is still happening. The good news is McG's podcast is still doing the numbers, even though my numbers I have drastically reduced compared to the year prior, because he doesn't have celebrity guests coming on anymore on Thursday. Ever since the lawsuit, celebrity guests are dropping out from going to, like, attending McG's podcast. And we can all thank Minnie Dlamini for doing that, allegedly. And yeah, man, but still, even no matter what, the weapon was formed against them, but it didn't really prosper because they won. And rightfully so, because Maggie put in the work. Like, he didn't just wake up and became the most streamed I mean podcast in South Africa. He literally put in the work. We saw him put in the work. He didn't give up. He hired people. He put in, like, he invested his time, his energy, his money. He did the work. So to see it paying off is good, and it's also just like an inspiration to us more YouTubers. Who would say, you know, people can look down on you for making these videos, but one day, who knows, maybe Nazi Sofia to the point where we are the most streamed YouTubers type situation. So it's an inspiration, it's great, but he still needs to issue out that apology, because Omini didn't do something that is that bad for him to basically berate her to that extent. It's not cool, it's just not nice. And as a man that's married, as a married man, I don't think he'd like anybody to talk about his wife like that, even if they went through a divorce, and I don't think that Umini deserved it. Allegedly. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comment section. Other than that, please don't forget to press subscribe and like this video. If you agree with me, if you don't, please tell me why not in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.